One thing the UK knows how to do very well is mark rites of passage. Today they did it again at the funeral of Margaret Thatcher. The former Prime Minister, who started out in life above a grocer's shop, was given a final ceremony surrounded by world leaders and dignitaries in the heart of London. But her legacy will always be in dispute, and as Sean Mallon reports, the funeral took place under tight security.
The final journey for Margaret Thatcher, Baroness Thatcher, began at the Parliament she dominated for more than a decade. The great bell of Big Ben silenced. There was applause as her casket made its way through the heart of the city, but Thatcher's legacy remains contentious. There were those who turned their back on the procession in lingering outrage over her vision for Britain. Their protest at a funeral met with fury. There were 4,000 police on duty. The already tight security was tightened even more after the Boston bombings, but not a single arrest was reported. At St. Paul's Cathedral, the Queen joined the mourners, only the second prime ministerial funeral after Churchill that she has attended. Among the invited guests were some of the big names of international conservatism. There's former U.S. Vice President Dick Cheney, beside Brian Mulroney. Stephen Harper led the official Canadian presence.
Be able to really reflect on the passing of someone who is going to be a historic personage, a legend.
After the storm of a life lived in the heat of political controversy, there is a great calm.
Britain's Chancellor of the Exchequer, George Osborne, was moved to tears. It was not officially a full state funeral, but the differences were slight. This was the grandest send-off for a British Prime Minister since Churchill. And many here say that the $16 million cost was unwarranted.
There has to be protests against the spending of public funds on such a obviously party political and ideological exercise.
But another Canadian traveled all the way from her Hamilton area home just to be here.
But I really admired what she did. She took on Gorbachev and Mr. Reagan, and they got the wall down.
At the hour of the funeral, this Yorkshire town celebrated. They burned a fake casket in scorn for the Prime Minister who shut their coal mine. Back in London, Margaret Thatcher was cremated, and her ashes were to be buried next to her husband Dennis on the grounds of a London hospital she always supported. The Iron Lady gone, but not forgotten. Her impact on Britain still debated. Sean Mallon, Global News, London.